I also want to talk too about some of the other controversy around the pardons. And, I found it so amazing that there was outrage around some of the January 6th rioters' pardons. And, I can understand why some people would be upset about that. But there was far less from the left about Joe Biden not just pardoning preemptively his whole family, which seems to me like, at best, an admission that the justice system is indeed politicized, but also, a number of violent murderers, including somebody who killed 2 FBI agents. And there's been far little outrage about this. I just think that is absolutely appalling in a horrendous way for Joe Biden to go out.
It is, James, but here's the issue. It's a self-inflicted wound by the Trump administration. All they had to do was pardon the nonviolent people now and then say, we're going to come back to everybody else. And they would have stayed out of the way of the conversation about what Biden had just done. Keep in mind, they did this on back-to-back days. Biden did it as he was walking out the door, and then Trump did it as he was walking in the door. And Trump sort of stepped on the message. The discussion should have been about what Biden just did. You mentioned some great examples. I'll add another one to the list. He pardoned Anthony Fauci. Everybody knows that. You look at the details. He pardoned Anthony Fauci for everything in the world beginning on January 1st, 2014. Really? 2014? COVID didn't raise its head until January of 2020. So what's the magic of that date? What was Tony Fauci doing for 6 years before COVID that merits a presidential pardon? That is what the story should be about. But because the Trump team decided to go ahead and pardon even the violent offenders, that became the story. Look, you can have a debate about it. Differing reasonable people are going to disagree about those pardons. I'm looking at it purely from the political and media standpoint. The Trump decision ended up crowding out the coverage that should have properly gone to these horrible decisions that Joe Biden made as he was leaving office.